Hi friends, welcome back. So today we are going to take a look at the newly released Vogue 2023 winter collection. And this is called the Luxe collection. So you'll see throughout this beautiful collection, you'll see a bunch of brocades and tweeds and all different types of beautiful, elegant dresses, and just it's such a beautiful collection. If you are following the runway fashions of 2023 and 2024, you may have noticed that a lot of the designs that you see in this collection closely resemble some of those. And there's also other designers, popular designers that you'll see that have similar stylings as and designs as you see in this collection. So I was really pleased to see some of these different takes on the things that are trending this year. Now, this isn't a collection for your everyday home sewist. I will say that. You will see a lot of more, dramatic styles and designs, as well as some elegant styles. And so this isn't going to be a collection for those individuals who are looking for everyday streetwear or everyday office wear or things of that nature. However, it is a beautiful collection in terms of fashion and runway styles. So I had a lot of fun with this collection, looking at some of the different designs and styles that are on the runway that closely resemble this collection. And with that said, I want to go ahead and get into the video and share with you my thoughts and my impressions of this collection. You'll see that a lot of these styles by Rachel Comey and also Badgley Mischka are trending this year. This dress, this Vogue V 1981 dress, is a dress that as soon as I saw it, I was like, this looks very familiar. And so I did a search for it, and it's on the Badgley Mischka site. And it retail, I think, for $599 or something like that. But if you're interested in an elegant style like this and you want to recreate something like this Badgley Mischka Vogue V 1981 pattern, I'm sure you can do it for anywhere between $50 and $100 with the right fabric. The patterns, when they go on sale, $5.99. And so anyway, I had a fun time looking at a lot of these different styles on the runway, as well as on private sites, or not private, but like with specific designers like Badgley Mischka and Rachel Comey. A lot of these designs are coming, those inspirations that you see in this collection are coming from directly from the designer themselves. So I really like that. So this Vogue V 1981 dress, close-fitting, partially lined dress, has ruched detailing, concealed side front slip, long sleeves, covered shoulder pads, and invisible zipper in the back, and back darts and stitched hems. This is rated as advanced. Again, I at first glance when I saw this, I thought, yes, this is a classic Badgley Mischka design. You can see a few similarities with other designers, but if you go on the Badgley Mischka site, this specific dress does retail for about $599. I do like the way that they style this particular model with the beautiful red velvet dress and the open toe scrappy heels, which I think are so cute with this style of dress. I am not one for ruching on my body on the side or in the front, or I just don't like ruching a whole lot. However, I do love this dress. I think it is perfect. It fits the model perfect. The fit looks really great on her, and I love that side slit. This looks very much winter to me. It looks like a classic dress that you would wear to an elegant formal dinner or a formal work event in the winter. And it's so beautiful and it screams to me holiday. So I really like this. It retails for $500. And it's a classic take on a 40s pleated dress that Badgley Mischka created as well. So again, really like this. I won't be buying it, but I absolutely love this dress. It is so gorgeous. I think it would be even more gorgeous in a blue velvet fabric as well. Next, we have the Vogue V 1986, which is a mermaid skirt in two different variations. So this is a long, slim fitting bias skirt that have an invisible zipper in the back, hook and eye closure at the waistband, and baby hems. View A is an evening length and view B is a floor length. At center back, you have a train. So I absolutely love this. I'm really not one for mermaid styles, but this is so gorgeous. Now, this reminded me of the Benz Anthropolgie mermaid skirt, which retails around somewhere around $50. So it's not very pricey. However, it is a cute little skirt. And I thought, wow, this really reminded me of that particular skirt. But there's also this skirt by, I believe it's called Maalouff or Gemy Maalouff. And I'll put some images here so you can see this beautiful, beautiful skirt. So although I love this Vogue skirt, this orange and black skirt with the train, one of them have the train on it, the other one does not. I love this variation of this Gemy Maalouff skirt even more. And I thought, oh my goodness, if they could have created this one or something similar to this one, oh my goodness, this would have been just adorable, adorable. So it has different panels in the front and I think also the back. So you have somewhere between 4 to 6 panels that you're sewing together, and it has this trumpet style mermaid cut, which is so cute, and it has a train on the back and this beautiful orange. And this one actually, it's a crepe long skirt on the Gemy Maalouff site, and it's retailing for somewhere around $2,000, but it's on sale for $1,000, $1,600. So yeah, very pricey, but it is so gorgeous. I love, love, love this skirt. And so I thought about this one here, this skirt here, when I saw this Vogue V 1986. Now, there's nothing wrong with this Vogue V 1986. I would have liked to see a wider waistband, just a slightly wider waistband. It's so thin that you can't really see it. And I know that they're going for elegant because this is a Luxe collection, but just a slightly wider waistband like you see in this Gemy Maalouff skirt here. And I think it still would have kept its elegance if it had just a slightly wider waistband. Yeah, but this is a beautiful, beautiful skirt. I won't be getting it unless I go to a special event or occasion where it warrants something like this. I just can't see myself walking around in a train or a mermaid or a trumpet type skirt because they're so uncomfortable to walk in my opinion. But again, nonetheless, very beautiful design. I love the way that it was executed, and I like the black on black with the model that has the black skirt with the beautiful, it looks like it's a knitted top that has like grown on sleeves, which is so perfect. And I like the styling of it. It's really cute. I really, really love that. So next we have the Vogue V 1984 Mrs. Tops. So this is one out of the collection that I thought this doesn't really, it doesn't seem suitable for winter. This seems more like a spring, late spring, maybe summer garment. And so I thought, I didn't really like that for the collection. Like, I just don't feel like it fits in this collection. However, having that said, this is something that is trending this year. And so you do see this on the runway for the Fashion Runway 2023, Winter 2023, 2024. And this is very similar to the Balmain design, and it was featured in the Paris Fashion Week this year, so the March Fashion Week. And the only difference with that design is that it had gloves that was built into the long sleeve top here. And so I thought that this was interesting. I do think that this is when you're talking about fashion and what's trending with fashion, like these types of styles, especially for red carpet events and things of that nature, they tend to fare well. And so for that respects, it is something that you would see from Vogue, because they are very fashion forward and always, bringing these designs from runway fashions into, the sewing community. And so for that particular reason, I would say, yes, this is right on the nose. But again, this isn't for your typical home sewist. I don't think it would be fun to sew and get some experience with doing this, but definitely something that someone would want to sew for like a very special event, like going to the red carpet or something like that. Now, this next pattern, the Vogue V 1991, Mrs. Wraps by Tom and Linda Platt. Again, another designer that you can still get a lot of their clothing and things of that nature. These are just basically your basic wraps. I say basic, they are elegant, but these aren't, I guess, new, I guess. I do like some of the shawls and things of that nature, but again, I'm not going anywhere in anything like this, so won't be purchasing any of these. It's just really good to look at. So this is Mrs. Wraps in 3 styles, have neckline, collar, and closure variations. View A has a front hook and eye closure. View B has contrast neck ruffle and ties in the front. View C has a slit opening to pull through from the front, and it is classified as easy. So this next pattern, the Vogue V 1982, when I saw this, it immediately reminded me of Solange Knowles. So Solange Knowles is Beyonce's sister. If you are not familiar with popular culture, Solange Knowles is Beyonce's sister. And if you don't know who Beyonce is, I can't help you. But yeah. Vogue V 1982, Solange Knowles wore this for her wedding day, and she had a theme, an all-white wedding theme, where everyone in her family was dressed in white, including her and her husband. And this is the dress that she wore. Now, her dress was designed by Humberto Leon. And so that was her dress. Her dress was designed by Humberto Leon, and she wore this beautiful all-white cape style dress, and it was also lined. And then after the wedding, she also had a similar take for her. I think it was like her honeymoon. One of her first honeymoon outfits, and she had this beautiful lined cape jumpsuit as well, which was so beautiful. So again, I'll put some images here so you can see the inspiration and the design. And this is one that has been trending for quite some time. And I know after Solange, after she wore that as her wedding dress, that was like very popular at the time, and a lot of people were wearing these cape dresses for their wedding day as well. And we're still seeing these trend, and people are still buying and selling these. So that is where this inspiration is coming from. So it's a fitted lined cape dress, has a jewel neckline, front waist and bust darts, back princess seams, back slit and an invisible zipper, attached unlined cape, wrong side will show. Also, it has an invisible back zipper and baby hem. View A has 3/4 length sleeves, and view B is sleeveless. So I just want to clarify something, because I know that this style was popular earlier on in fashion as well. I don't mean to say that this was like the first time that we have seen someone wear these types of styles. Obviously, it wasn't the first with Solange, but it did start a trend for more modern times for people to wear these types of garments. I love this, and I love the idea of wearing this to a formal event like a wedding. Even as a wedding dress, I think it would be nice and cool to do that as well. But again, not for your everyday wear or for office wear, or, I mean, it's really nice. It makes a fashion statement, but I can't see wearing this. Next, we have the Vogue V 1992. Now, I love these different takes on Chanel type tweed jackets and pants or skirts. However, I wish that we could include something a little bit different than your traditional tweed and you know, your tweed jacket and skirt and dress looks. I saw this beautiful, beautiful Chanel oversized tweed outfit, and I thought, why can't we do something like that, right? So I'll put an image here so you can see what it looks like. I haven't seen any fashion trends for that. Even though it is trending in its own right, I don't really see that trending in the sewing community so much. So I really would like to see something like that in a pattern, just doing something different with the traditional tweed that we usually sew with. I think it would be really fun to make non-traditional outfits with these traditional tweed fabrics that we sew with. So this one, this Vogue V 1992, you have a semi-fitted line jacket or jacket, so plural. You have bias binding with exposed raw edges, front button closure, side seam pockets, and long side seam pockets and long 3-piece sleeves with mock vent. View A has purchased trim, and both skirt and pants have a contour waistband, a front fly zipper, and a side pocket. Skirt has purchased trim or hem, and pants have a visible zipper. So again, I do like that the art illustrations show that all three, the pants, the jacket, and the skirt, are really simple and in design. And so that's really nice when working with tweed, because tweed can be fussy, and then also you have to line tweed. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare for you to, you'll be really uncomfortable if you wear tweed without it being lined. And so I do like the simplicity of the patterns to kind of offset, you know, working with this fussy fabric. But again, I would like to see us do something else with tweed. And on that note, I do like this next pattern here. It is a little bit different than what we normally see. the Vogue V 1993. So this is also a tweed, a pattern for tweed type fabrics, and it's a fitted crop top. I'm sorry, fitted crop jacket. So you have two different styles of jackets. And I really like View B because it is a little bit different than what we see with some tweed jackets. So with this tweed jacket, you have, well, both of them, you have a two-part sleeve. But with View B, you have this band that wraps around the neckline. And then you have a lower band on the lower portion of the cropped jacket. And it has this one button closure at the lower part there, which I think is a little bit different. And then you also have buttons on the sleeve, which is also really nice. And then you have these pair of pants that come with them that is just your basic pair of pants that have a fly front zipper. You have some darts in the front and also in the back. Just straight line pants, which are really fun. So I really do like the cropped version with the band. And I think I would get the pattern just for that particular cropped fitted jacket there. But again, I wish that we could do something a little bit different with tweed, like again, this beautiful Chanel oversized jacket and pants. I think is really cute in the tweed. Vogue V 1985. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really see the vision for this. I didn't see much on the runway or anything trending like on Saks and Fifth, Neiman Marcus, Anthropolgie, you know, all of those different sites that sell, even for your retail stores like Macy's and Nordstrom and, you know, those types of stores. I just haven't, I don't know where this vision particularly is coming from. It's not one that, now I will say that the fabric, what is that for View B, I will say that I've seen quite a few fabrics that are similar to this. And so we do see a lot of these, what I would call anyway, loud prints, trending a little bit more than these solid colors. And so, yeah, but this top is just, it seems very fussy to me. You have one top have pleats in the front. The other one have like this wraparound collar. It's just, to me, it seems too much. So let's read the description. Semi-fitted neck top, has long bishop sleeves, sleeve opening with continuous lap, button cuffs, bust darts, and baby hems. View A has a pleated front, and View B has a plain front. So it does have this zipper that goes down the back for View B as well. Again, I just, for View B and A, you have the zipper. It just seems a bit fussy to me, and I definitely won't be buying that. All right, so Vogue V 1990. So this is a Mrs. coat. So description reads, line coat that has a peak lapel, extended shoulder pads, two-piece sleeves, waist darts, front inseam pockets, concealed snap front closure, and back vent. And View A has a bow detail. So I do like this style. I love the different darts, the dart placement. So you have darts in the front, darts in the back. All of that's going to give you some really nice shaping and also snatch in your waistline. I do like the squared off shoulder style that is courtesy of the shoulder pads. I don't like shoulder pads, but I do like the style on the model. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, going back to my original statement about brocade and tweed, that's what we're seeing in this collection. That's what we're seeing on on the runway. This is very, very trending right now. So again, I do like this. I love the fabric choice, the model. Just they could not have selected the fit on these models are absolutely beautiful. You can see the details because the fit is so snatched. I absolutely love this. If you look at the art illustration, you'll see even more beautiful details here. Absolutely love it. However, I would not be purchasing it. It is an advanced pattern. I have sewn advanced patterns before. It just looks like a lot of work. And I sew a lot. I love sewing and I love creating, as much as I can. And this would probably take too much time from my busy life at the moment. And so it wouldn't be something that I would be sewing. Vogue v 1983, another beautiful combination of tweed and brocade that we're seeing. Gorgeous fabrics. I am a sucker for blue, and this particular pattern, the way that they put this in blue is so, so gorgeous. So I'm going to read the description, and then I'm going to share with you a picture from Shein. This is a Chinese base. I believe I would say Asian, I guess, because I don't know if it's a Chinese base or some other Asian country. But it is a site where you can get all these different styles of clothes for, an inexpensive price. But I saw a dress. It looks like it's a two-piece, but it's not a two-piece. That's why I hesitated. But it's a dress, and it is so gorgeous. And so when I saw this particular style, it reminded me of that particular dress that I saw on Shein. I would have liked to have seen something like that. It's very creative, to have like this dress that looks like it's a separate, but it's not separate. It's just, again, I'll post it here so you can see what it looks like. But let's read the description of this, and I'll talk a little bit more about that Shein variation here. So fit and flare dresses are lined and underlined, close fitting through the bust and waist, have bias stand collar, princess seams, side seam pockets, and let's see, invisible back zipper, hook and eye closure, invisible hem. View A has a long two-piece bishop sleeve and it has a split opening, and it says lining will show. So it has that split opening at the bias. At the lower edge of the bishop sleeve, and so the lining will show. And so you're going to have to choose your fabric carefully there on your lining. It has a button that is on the end of the sleeve. So it has a cuff on the end of the sleeve with a button. And you have the option to purchase some trim for your collar. View B has long sleeves with puffs. Okay, so again, I really do like this. It's creative. I like the big sleeve, the bishop sleeve with the gathered cuff, the opening, that slit in the bishop sleeve. So, so beautiful. Love that it's a fit and flare dress. I always love fitted and flared dresses. You also have the option, if you don't like me, don't like your sleeves to be too dramatic, you have a slimmer version of a sleeve that you can attach to this same dress. I love that you have these different panels, so giving you this princess seam cut. So you do have a more snatched in waist, and your body, you'll have it more like a contour type look there. So absolutely love this, love it. However, I do like the Shein version, and I wish that we could have had something like this, because I think it would have been so, so beautiful, so beautiful if we could have had that as, a bonus to this particular dress here. Like as another view C or something like that. I don't know. So Vogue V 1988 low rise wide leg pants have shaped waistband with bar tracks, hook and bar closure, fly zipper closing, and an invisible hem. View A has a pleated front, side seam pockets, and is loose fitting through the hips. View B has flat front and is fitted through the hips. And this is rated for your average sewist. So for these pants, I did see these also on Alex. It's a design by Alex Perry, I believe, on the what is it, the My Teresa site or something like that. So I'll put an image here so you can see some inspiration pictures of that. But I think those are really fun. I think how cute would that be with that cropped blazer? So gorgeous. That cropped tweed blazer and these wide leg pants here, I think would be just so gorgeous together. The straight leg pants are okay, but I think a wide leg pant with the cropped blazer would be cute as well. Really, really cute. So we do have a couple of men patterns. The Vogue V 1996. So slim fit tapered leg pants sit on the hip, have fly front zipper, belt carrier, side front pockets, and welt pockets on the back. View A has a pleated front. View B has a flat front and cargo pockets with button flaps. So I do like these, but again, I mean, every time we have a men's pattern, it's something similar to this. I do like the idea for them to kind of think outside the box or branch outside of what we normally would have for men, and bring in some new designs for men. This is definitely something that we've seen before, so I do feel like we can do better for men. But with that said, it's a great pattern. Just wish we had something that we can do more for men. Vogue V 1989. This is a Marcy Tilton design, loose fitting kimono style jacket that has front ties, patch pockets, stitched hems, top stitching detail, and sleeve and length variations. Now, my only gripe with this, I do like some kimono styles. I'm not a huge fan of kimono styles that have bands around the neckline. It just seems, I don't know, it seems restricting to me. Yes, stylish, but it looks very restricting for me, and that's why I kind of stay away from patterns like that. Now, in terms of the way that they dress the models, I didn't particularly like the way that they dress the models on this particular envelope because you can't see the details. The prints are so busy, you can't see the details. I would like to have seen it, since it's a winter collection, maybe in a blue or red or, some kind of solid color. Let's look and see what the fabric recommendations are so that I can kind of paint a picture as to what more we could have done to be able to see this pattern come to life. So the fabric recommendations are cotton, lightweight wool, linen, rayon, challis, silk. Now I would have maybe put, because this is a luxe collection, I would have put them in maybe a really nice maybe a satin, like a soft satin or matte satin type or silky type fabric that is maybe red or green or blue, any type of wintry colors, or to give you like a winter vibe or something like that, at least for one of these, or I would have if you would go with the print, if they wanted to stick with this whole print idea instead of a solid, maybe something like a polka dot or an animal spotted print that's maybe black and white or something like that, so that we can actually see the design and the potential. I know we can look at the artwork, but sometimes people need to look at the model and how they style the garment in order to give them an idea of how they can style a garment. So I'm a visual person, and that's why I love looking at how they style the models, because it gives me inspiration and ideas on how I can style my garments as well. So anyway, moving on to Vogue v 1994. This is a Rachel Comey design, and as I stated earlier on in the video, she had this on her site, I believe, or is it on I don't know if it's on Saks and Fifth or Neiman Marcus, sorry. I don't remember where I saw this at, but I do know that it is for sale on some site that I would probably put in the description box below. Loose fitting jumpsuit with belt that has front waist pleats, exposed front zipper, pointed collar, front pockets, elastic back waist, and top stitching and stitched hems. So I'll put some images here so you can actually see what that jumpsuit looks like on other models, because when I found it, I saw it on a model that was mid-size and also someone who is very small. And so you can get an idea based on these three different models, the one that you're seeing on the pattern envelope and the two that I'm showing you here. You can get an idea as to how this garment is supposed to look. So again, it's a drill suit. And so if you're into drill suits or boiler suits or jumpsuits or anything like that, you might want to know, before purchasing this pattern, the fit and how it's going to look. And so looking at these different models may give you an idea. It retails for $399. So again, you can buy this pattern for $599, get you some fabric for about, I don't know, 50 bucks. And you would spend somewhere around 60 maybe at the most for your own, when you can design your own, put your own spin on it or whatever. Purchase fabric that you like instead of fabric that you would be confined to buying from a retail shop. So I think that you can definitely make this for the fraction of the price, if that's something that you're concerned about, if price is something that you're concerned about. But definitely, I think worth taking a further look into it, looking and more, doing some more research on that. I think you will find that not only is this trending, but if you are someone who likes jumpsuits. Now, I just don't like jumpsuits. They are not for me. But I can see the utility in them. And so I do like how they look on other people, but just not me. Okay, so moving on to Vogue v 1995. So this is a men's pattern that I thought was a little bit different than what we have had in the past for men before. So this is like your aviator jacket. It's a fitted jacket with a pointed collar, have separating front zipper, welt pockets, and long two-piece sleeves with turned up hem. Reverse side will show. View A and B jacket have contrast bands, top stitching and hem turned up and stitched in place on the outside. Reverse side will show. View A has a contrast faux fur. And so we have been seeing, again, on the runway, we've seen some models who have been wearing these designs that have sheepskin or Sherpa or, those types of things. And I know sheepskin is a little bit hard to get in terms of like sewing, unless you're going to high-end stores. However, you most likely could get some Sherpa even from your local fabric shops. So I think that this is really fun. You have different options that in terms of like for fabric, there are different options that you can choose from. So fabrics are double-sided fabrics, medium to heavyweight, wool, sherpa, and faux fur, those types of fabrics, synthetic leather, those types of things. And so I really think that this is really fun for those types of people who actually like, you know, these types of aviator styles. Again, I'll put some images here so you can see some of the things that are trending on these sites. These are ranging anywhere from a few $100s upwards of, you know, $2,000 to $3,000. And so again, it's always better for those of us who actually like to sew, to custom make things ourselves, but also in the process maybe save money, because even though sewing does not save us money from like retail prices, retail stores, when we're talking about high-end fashion, we can definitely save money if we are trying to mimic or sew the look of high-end fashion designers. So I definitely would say take a look into some of that as well. So Vogue V 1987 skirt and culottes have waist facings, invisible back zipper, top stitching, side seam pockets, and hem facings. And this is classified as easy. So this one is very similar to this pattern is very similar to a skirt that I saw on on Saks and Fifth by Farm Rio. And the skirt, I'm referring to the skirt, not the culottes. The skirt on that website, if you see that skirt, it is so, so gorgeous. When I first looked at this skirt, at first I thought, probably not. But when you look at this skirt on Saks and Fifth, oh my goodness, like the detailing and everything is so beautiful. You can definitely get creative with this. I think you can, you know, shorten it if you don't want it too long. You can lengthen it if you want a maxi dress. You can omit the top stitching if you don't want the top stitching details. However, I think that the top stitching details bring character to the skirt. I love the different panels that the skirt have. It really screams elegance to me. It really does. It has this really nice, elegant style to it. You can definitely choose different fabrics to get the design that you want. I don't really like the brown so much, but I can't understand why they would choose this brown color. And that's because a lot of these neutral colors are trending for those individuals who are partaking in like the minimalist sewing trends, or, you know, those types of sewing trends, or the quiet luxury trends. And so I can definitely see why they would choose that as a style, because that is trending. However, I don't think that choice is good for this collection, like the fabric choice itself, not the style. I feel like, again, they should have chosen maybe a more elegant fabric to go with this collection, because this is titled as the Luxe collection. So anyway, I would be interested in sewing something like that. I really love skirts, and I think that that would be a really fun skirt. Now, in terms of vintage sewing patterns, I didn't really touch a whole lot on the vintage sewing patterns, just simply because I don't understand how it goes in this collection. I feel like with I feel like with every group of patterns we're seeing in each collection, we're seeing them throw in a vintage pattern, and that's not a bad thing. I absolutely love that they are including the vintage patterns. However, I do think that those patterns should be well suited for the collection. It should be well suited for the season. And having that said, I just don't. This is a vintage Vogue pattern circa 1987 Mrs. Blouse sewing pattern that has loose fitting blouse that extend has an extended shoulder line, shoulder pads, pleated band, back button closure, and above elbow sleeves with mock bands or long sleeves, narrow hem. Views A and B have attached pleated scarf with a narrow hem. View C has a bias collar and this is an authentic reproduction style. I don't see how this fits into this collection. It's not one that I think. So that one, the Vogue V 1980, and then also the other top in this collection, I just didn't see that those two fit in the collection. Let's see, which one is that? That's the Vogue V 1985. So this one is the one with the pleated front. And then you also have the other one that has this wraparound type collar shawl thing. Didn't really like that. So overall, I really did enjoy this collection. I won't be purchasing everything from this collection. I think the skirt is something that I would probably purchase because I love skirts, and I have seen, you know, that one on Saks and Fifth that I thought was really amazing, and I can definitely recreate that. So that's the Vogue V 1987. That would be one that I would be considering buying. I think would be really fun. And then that cropped blazer, the Vogue V 1993. So I think those two for me would be something that I can see myself wearing, or something that I can see making. Everything else in the collection, I think it was really well put together, except for those few that I mentioned that I didn't think that fit well into the collection. And I did think that there were a few fabric choices that I think that they should have made different fabric choices so that it can actually go with the collection. But having that said, it was really well done. I really liked the way that they put this collection together. It was fun to see a lot of these designs on the fashion runway and to see where the inspiration was coming from. But let me know what your comments are in the comment section below. Did you like this collection? If you did, make sure you put a thumbs up in the description box or in the comment section below. Or if you didn't like the collection, let me know in the comment section below as well, and tell me what things you didn't like about the collection. If there's something that you felt was missing from the collection, or something that you thought should not have been in the collection, leave me those thoughts in the comment section below as well. Thank you for tuning into today's video and lending me your time. I hope you all have a blessed and happy sewing day, and I can't wait to talk to you all in the next video. Bye, my friends.